Did you know that in 1978, the TV series Battlestar Galactica took viewers on an epic journey across the cosmos in a battle for survival? This iconic show, created by Glenna Larson, captured the imaginations of many and left a lasting legacy in the world of science fiction. The series raised questions about the resilience of the human spirit in the face of annihilation and the pursuit of a new home among the stars. Now, as we revisit this classic, we can't help but wonder, are there any lesser-known facts or anecdotes about this TV series that fascinate you? Perhaps there are untold stories behind the scenes or remarkable trivia that have yet to be uncovered. So, before we delve deeper into the world of Battlestar Galactica, we invite you to share your most cherished memory or personal experience related to this series. We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. What made Battlestar Galactica special to you? How did it inspire or impact your life? Join us in celebrating this remarkable journey through the cosmos. In the 1978 TV series Battlestar Galactica, an interesting fact to note is the casting choice of Terry Carter. Originally, he was supposed to play Viper pilot Lieutenant Boomer. However, an unfortunate incident occurred when Carter injured himself while roller skating, causing him to lose the chance to play that character. Series producer Glenna Larson then offered him the role of Colonel Tigh, a character originally intended for a white actor. This decision had a significant impact on the show as it avoided the common television racial clique of the time, which often featured only one token minority character. With Terry Carter as Colonel Tigh, Battlestar Galactica had two major recurring black characters. Colonel Tigh served as the executive officer of the fleet, subordinate only to Commander Adama himself. This diversity was a positive departure from the film the series emulated, Star Wars, Episode IV A New Hope, which faced criticism for having an all-Caucasian principal cast, with the exception of James Earl Jones, who insisted on being uncredited for his voice-over work. This casting choice set Battlestar Galactica apart and contributed to a more inclusive representation of characters in the series. It's a notable aspect of the show's history that helped distinguish it from its sci-fi counterparts. George Lucas and 20th Century Fox also brought a lawsuit against the producers of Battlestar Galactica, alleging similarities with Star Wars, Episode IV A New Hope. Although Galactica was indeed reworked from its original pilot to capitalize on the popularity of Star Wars, and it employed the same special effects team and concept designer, the lawsuit was dismissed in 1980. This legal dispute between the two iconic sci-fi franchises added an interesting layer to the history of Battlestar Galactica, highlighting the connections and controversies between science fiction series during that era. The TV series Battlestar Galactica from 1978 is a well-known classic. One interesting fact about the show is that the synthesized robotic-sounding voices of the Cylon Centurions were done by Michael Santiago using the EMS vocoder 2000. This device has become extremely difficult to find and is very expensive, especially since the turn of the millennium. The EMS vocoder 2000 was even more expensive in the 1970s. This unique voice effect added to the otherworldly nature of the Cylons, the show's antagonistic robotic race. It's a testament to the creativity and innovation that went into the production of Battlestar Galactica. The series also featured a compelling story created by Glenna Larson, which was a rewrite of his initial concept called Adam's Ark. Earth's destruction and the survivors' journey into space set the stage for a space opera like no other. The 12 colonies of Cabal, named after the signs of the zodiac, added an intriguing layer of mythology, and Cabal itself was inspired by Kalob, a concept from Mormon holy writings. Although Don Johnson was considered for the role of Lieutenant Starbuck, he lost out to Dirk Benedict due to his southern accent. This casting decision shaped the iconic character as we know him today. In conclusion, Battlestar Galactica's 1978 series was not only a groundbreaking show but also a product of innovative sound design and interesting story concepts. The use of the EMS vocoder 2000 for the Cylon voices and the show's unique mythology, inspired by zodiac signs and Mormon writings, make it a standout in science fiction television. Don Johnson's casting journey is another fascinating aspect of the show's history. In the 1978 TV series Battlestar Galactica, an interesting fact is that the classic sound of the Cylons, the robotic antagonists, was later used in the TV series Knight Rider for the car kit. The sound of a Viper launching from the Galactica was also used in Knight Rider, playing when Michael Knight activated Turbo Boost to make the car jump. This reuse of sound effects connected the two iconic TV shows and highlighted the impact of Battlestar Galactica's signature sounds in the world of television. The helmets of colonial warriors were inspired by the headdresses of ancient Egyptian pharaohs. For Galactica pilots, they also featured a bird motif, a quiet homage to Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry, who was nicknamed by cast and crew the Great Bird of the Galaxy. These distinctive helmets, with their nod to ancient Egypt and Star Trek, became an iconic part of the 1978 TV series Battlestar Galactica. The show featured a group of humans trying to survive the attacks of the robotic Cylons and find the lost planet Earth. In the midst of this interstellar battle, the colonial warriors, including Apollo and Starbuck, donned helmets that paid tribute to the rich history of Earth and the sci-fi universe. The idea of drawing inspiration from ancient Egypt and Gene Roddenberry's nickname adds a layer of depth to the show's design. It's a small but fascinating detail that showcases the thought and creativity that went into crafting the world of Battlestar Galactica. The helmets became an integral part of the show's visual identity, helping to distinguish the colonial warriors from the Cylons and other characters. In retrospect, this choice and design not only added to the uniqueness of the show but also connected it to the broader science fiction genre. It's a reminder of the camaraderie among creators and their subtle tributes to each other. The helmets of Battlestar Galactica were more than just protective gear. They were a symbol of the show's cultural impact. As fans of the series can attest, these helmets are just one example of the many details that made Battlestar Galactica a memorable and enduring part of science fiction history. The 1978 TV series Battlestar Galactica featured a unique aspect in its production. Many of the controls used on the bridge of the Galactica were standard electronic laboratory equipment from Tektronix, Inc. These controls were designed as 19 inches wide racks with test equipment components like multimeters and power supplies. These racks filled the bridge, serving as control panels. Tektronix was even credited for providing the test and display equipment. This distinctive choice of equipment gave the show's set a futuristic and functional appearance. The Cylons, the antagonistic robotic race in the series, were led by an Imperious leader. The term Imperious was chosen because it sounded different from Imperial, avoiding comparisons to Star Wars, Episode IV A New Hope. Ironically, the word Imperious means arrogantly domineering and overbearing, fitting for the character due to Patrick Macne's voice acting, giving an appropriate air of authority to the Cylon Emperor. Notably, actor Richard Hatch appeared in both the original 1978 series and the later Battlestar Galactica remake. However, he portrayed different characters. In the original, he was Apollo, a sympathetic figure, while in the remake, he took on the role of Tom Zarek, a far less sympathetic character. These unique elements added depth and distinctiveness to the 1978 TV series Battlestar Galactica, contributing to its lasting impact on science fiction television. As we draw the curtains on our journey through the timeless universe of the 1978 TV series, Battlestar Galactica, I'd like to invite you to take a moment to reflect on the profound impact this iconic show has had on your own personal journey through the cosmos of science fiction. Battlestar Galactica was more than just a television series. It was a starship carrying us through a turbulent sea of stars, navigating the complex terrain of human nature, morality, and survival in the face of unimaginable odds. It sparked conversations about the very essence of what it means to be human, and whether humanity could truly endure in the midst of chaos and adversity. Now, as you stand at the crossroads of memory and nostalgia, I encourage you to share your favorite memories, insights, and musings about this extraordinary series. Did the resilience of Commander Adama inspire you? Were you captivated by the enigmatic allure of the Cylons? Or perhaps you found solace in the notion of all this has happened before, and all of it will happen again. Your thoughts and experiences are the pulsars that continue to illuminate the legacy of Battlestar Galactica, reminding us that its impact spans far beyond the confines of its original broadcast. Your connection to this series is a testament to its enduring appeal. Thank you for joining us on this voyage through the cosmos of Battlestar Galactica. Your time and interest are greatly appreciated. Share your thoughts, keep the conversation alive, and let the Galactica story live on through you. So say we all.